铁沿途乡间伫立巨大的发电风车，或是屋顶铺了太阳能板的住宅。2011年的福岛核灾后，德国将无核家园的时间表从2050年一口气提前到2022年。原本就注重环保绿化的德国人，10几年来更在政府优惠补贴政策下进入全民发电时代。目前已经有超过100万户住家、工厂、农舍在屋顶装设太阳能板自行发电，而政府更投入高达200亿欧元，等于8000亿台币发展再生能源。现在全国有500家能源供应商，再生能源产电比例逐年提高。2014年第2季，再生能源的产量已经占全国29%，政府带头的效应在全国开始发酵。36岁的 Matthias 是柏林一家再生能源公司的创办人。以前周末最喜欢骑着重机享受奔驰快感，但现在的代步工具是这一台车。
I make a reservation here with my smartphone, and yeah, here we are. And so you can see now there's this car that I made a reservation for, and yeah, here we can now rent the car. I've got this card here, and now I can unlock the car.
Matthias 使用的是最新的电动车共乘系统。柏林市政府和电动车公司合作，在市中心建构了500台电动车和充电站。只要申请一张电动车卡，市民透过手机就可以租用。How do you look for a
Oh yeah,
car?
that's easy because I got it here in my smartphone. There's an app like here it's called Multicity, the system, and I can search for a car. You see, the blue one that's me, and the violet one that's the car. And now I can put on there and say please reserve. So you can see all these violet dots, and these are all cars in Berlin. You zoom out, you can see these
so
are all
many
the cars.
cars.
Yeah, and so. Yeah, there's practically a car everywhere you are. Now, blink, blink. Just place my card there, and now.
When car open.
I hope so. Ah, yeah, you see. Now we have to get off the cable. Here we are. So, then we are ready for the drive.
Yeah, let's go.
I paid 28 euro cents per minute. So let's say I drive 20 minutes, which is typical. It costs me 5-6 euros, about that.
It's cheap.
Yeah, so it's cheaper than taxi. That's why it's nice for especially young people that don't want to afford.
They don't need buying a own car. They can use
Exactly.
this.
So most of my friends, they don't have a car. We just take those. There's also others driven by gasoline. Not everyone is electric, but still we like very much this form of driving. Whenever we need a car, we just look for a car in the smartphone, we drive, we drop it.
20分钟车程只需要不到6块欧元，等于220块台币。租用电动车远比搭计程车来得便宜。柏林人乐得配合零碳排放的政策，因为不但省钱，更可以随开随停。
As easy as this.
Yeah.
Drop it wherever we want. Just need my card. Here it is. And I put it here. And that's it. It checks and then
Then it's done.
it's done. Now
Wow.
anybody else can take it.
Wow.
超便利、环保又省钱的电动车共乘制度之外，柏林市有40万脚踏车大军，还有到处跑的氢气公车。德国人知道，要成功能源转型，节能就是第一步。 外墙、屋顶都布满太阳能板的黑白建筑，这就是德国开发的第一间节能科技屋。
This is the first to design houses that produces more energy than the house can actually use. So therefore, this house is called an energy efficient plus house because the plus symbolizes that the house is producing more energy than it takes.
德国要废核，全民电费涨了将近1倍，是台湾的5倍多。德国政府因此广征节能建筑，全国建筑师配合新科技设计出完美节能屋。而这一栋建案从64件作品中脱颖而出。为了证明节能屋不是纸上谈兵，德国政府斥资250万欧元，相当于1亿台币，花费1年时间，将设计理念打造成实际房屋。除了建筑外层可以自行发电，45平的室内空间90%都用木质再生的环保材质，减少热能流失。而根据天候状况不同，还可以调整电力使用和储存。
Regaining the energy that is in the house. So what it does is that its circulation works 24 hours a day. It's taking the energy that is in the house and just exhaust and push the old and used air out of the house, but it wins back the energy and putting it on the fresh air and putting it back in. So with that sort of technology, you can say that you win 80% of the energy that it is in the house.
能源自给自足还有剩，所以叫做效能之家 Plus。整个住家就像是一个小型发电厂，电动车、电动脚踏车都能在自家门口完成充电。房屋完工之后，还曾让4口之家入住体验1年，证明效能之家 Plus 绝不是想象。而德国政府也为了鼓励这种节能绿建筑，明文规定，从2014年开始，屋主必须附上效能证明，越是耗能的房子，电价会越贵，也就越难卖。不少德国人就找上 Benjamin 的节能公司，把耗能旧房改造成节能新屋。
I just finished an energy efficient house, an existing house here in Berlin that used 40,000 liters per year of oil. And after we finished, with not so much things we have to do, it only needs 10,000 liters of oil per year. You know? So it's a lot, you know. And this is just one house, or 1 million. You see that the effect is enormous. Germans are quite open and they are very aware of, for example, the environment. They do care about our future and the future of our children. It will be very difficult because it is not enough what we've done so far. So to reach that goal means that every year 2% of the existing houses has to be renovated in an energy efficient way. But we haven't even reached half of it so far. So we haven't done enough to do that, to reach that aim. But I'm working with also my company to make it possible and to convince the people to invest in it, and then maybe we get a better dynamic on that field. And that's my hope.
无核家园目标也许是一个雄心计划，也或许是一场能源赌博。对德国人来说，这代表生活方式的改变，也代表高额电价的来临。但或许德国人心底更清楚，低碳无核的绿色家园才是无价。欢迎回到欧陆巨人成功学，聚焦德意志。德国人注重平等的思想，纪律的遵守和追求极致的精神，让人留下深刻的印象。也因为拥有悠久的历史和深厚的文化，更让这个国家思潮繁荣，胜者如云。被称为乐圣的贝多芬、音乐之父巴哈，或是舒曼、孟德尔颂，到华格纳、布拉姆斯等等，都是诞生在德国的大音乐家。另外，像是16世纪的宗教改革家马丁·路德，近代哲学家康德、尼采、马克思、黑格尔和大文豪歌德也都是德国人。民众从小就熏陶在这些伟大的精神和音乐当中，让严谨著称的德国也充满着美感与光荣。在柏林丽晶酒店的 Fischer's Fresser 餐厅厨房里， 正上演一场华丽的料理秀。
Yeah, that's very important that you let a fish rest after the pan frying because then you can relax. And if you don't relax, fish water will come out. And so you lost all the flavor and the juiciness.
帅气主厨熟练专业，端出一盘盘让人食指大动的美味料理。Fischer's Fresser 是柏林唯一一家连续7年获得法国美食圣经米其林2星青睐的餐厅，这在德国厨艺界是一个神话的地位。
That's the treasure of the dish. It's the butter with the flavor of the lobster, from the shells, also from the garlic, the roasted garlic, you have the chilies, and you have also some kind of sweetness.
无论是华丽海鲜，或是清新黄瓜片沙拉，甚至创意甜点，这是一场当代德式烹饪演绎传统法国料理的细腻厨艺。
The concept is really simple. Of course, we have our main focus on the ingredients, to get the best ingredients, to make the best choice for our guests. Everything we do concentrates not on the dishes we do, not on the view the dishes have. You have to ask yourself every day, is this what I do good enough for the guests?
古典与现代的交错，严谨与美学的融合，在德国，你很容易从美食、建筑，甚至街道，感受德意志民族的理性与感性。德国在历史上被称为是诗人和思想家的国度。目前在境内有240座政府赞助的戏院，更有好几百个交响乐团，每年有2000万人欣赏歌剧，更有9000万人造访博物馆。在柏林市中心就有5间馆藏丰富的博物馆，形成一个博物馆岛，现在已经被列为联合国世界遗产。宏伟的白色祭坛浮雕着诸神与巨人之间的战争故事。佩加蒙祭坛，西元前2世纪建造，原址在古希腊城市，现今的土耳其。考古学家和建筑专家花了5年时间，根据古代工人的记号，将2000多年前的宙斯大祭坛在柏林重现。高15公尺、蓝色琉璃瓦的墙面上，交替排列着牛和龙的浮雕。伊什塔尔城门是2600年前古代巴比伦的杰作。欢迎回到欧陆巨人成功学，聚焦德意志。大文豪歌德的《浮士德》内容在描述一个人追求真善美，永远不满足，最后和魔鬼定下契约的故事。这被认为是德语文学中最优秀、最常被引用的作品。同时，它也深刻反映了德意志民族那种精益求精、永不满足于现状的精神。当我们细细品味这个古老与现代、思想与行为的结合的国家，就会发现，它展现的不只是一种严谨的认真态度和坚持品质完美的创新力量，更是因为具备这种永无止境的追求精神，才能在一次一次战败的废墟上艰苦奋斗，最终成为欧洲乃至于世界舞台上一股不容忽视的力量。今天非常感谢您的收看， 我是舒梦兰，聚焦全世界，我们下次再会。